So this is a Spider-Man picture I drew. I drew a Spider-Man 2 action figure that I have in a crawling position, and I think I took the picture at a zoomed in angle or just a far away shot and then cropped it. But here you can see that he's crawling, and it's pretty good. My favorite part would have to be the eye. The eye just looks spot on almost. The spider is pretty good. That spider is really difficult to draw. And you may be asking why it's an unfinished drawing. Well, it's because I'll show you in a minute the actual photo. The Spider-Man, the picture is taken real close to him, so you can only see about, well, what was that? You can only see about this much of him. I did that weird angle there. I don't know why I did that, but it's pretty good overall. I think I'm going to photocopy this, and I'm going to add some more depth and detail to the photocopied version because the actual picture has shadowing and light effects that weren't intended, but it worked out pretty neat, I guess. And if you're wondering, his hand is behind his head, you just can't see it. But he's looking off to the side, and it's a pretty cool drawing. I wanted to make something original. I mean, I imagine this has been done before, this kind of Spider-Man pose, but you know, I wanted to do something original because I wanted an original profile pic for my YouTube channel, but I wanted it to be of Spider-Man too. So I think taking a picture of an action figure in this pose was a good idea. Turned out great. But I guess this sort of isn't an original pose because, darn it, I did that again. Because in the Spider-Man 2 movie, at the beginning titles, an artist had painted pictures to recap the first movie in the beginning titles. And one of the pictures was of Spider-Man, you know, stuck to a wall looking off to the side, but his is a finished drawing as mine is only half of Spider-Man, well, less than half really. And on that drawing for the movie, his arms are, you know, spread out further apart away from his head. In my version, they're closer to him, like this is sticking straight out in front, that arm, and that other one is hiding behind his head. And I tried best I could, you know, to ink that in really well to have like a dividing line so that hopefully people can tell that's his arm, that's not an extension of his neck. But I guess that drawing from Spider-Man 2 at the beginning of the movie is similar to this one, but that wasn't the intention. I wanted something original, and I took this photo myself. This wasn't something I found online. I drew this picture from a photo that I took, and I'll show you the photo right now. So here's the picture. As you can see, I had a dark shadow effect, which would be sweet if I could add that as well to the picture. And it's got some really bright light effects. That was because of the flash, but it's really a cool picture, and I tried best I could to draw what I saw. So that's this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you liked this Spider-Man drawing, and if you would want to see other Spider-Man drawings in the future. I like to do Spider-Man art. That's probably my favorite. That's definitely my favorite thing to draw is Spider-Man. But it's also really cool. I'm realizing I really am appreciating having action figures because not only are they fun to, you know, pose around, they're fun to pose, like that video I made yesterday. But they're also fun to draw. You can draw a Spider-Man figure in some crazy cool poses that Spider-Man would actually do. Some from the movies, some from the comics, and some that would just, you know, you thought would look cool in your head. So, Spider-Man action figures are great, sort of like references for art. I mean, you can do all sorts of crazy drawings with Spider-Man figures. Just put them in that pose and try to draw best you can. And word of advice, when you're drawing a Spider-Man figure that has visible joints, which would be most Spider-Man figures, don't draw the joints. See, like here, that shoulder, that's actually like a ball joint. So I rounded that up just like the shoulder was on the toy, but I didn't add, you know, any pins or connectors because obviously it'd be like drawing the action figure. So I tried to keep it as human anatomy close as possible, and it doesn't look like a toy, and that's the result. So you want to do that when you draw Spider-Man action figures. Don't add the joints. Just keep it human as possible. Don't add pins and connectors. Don't add double joints. Don't add any joints. Just draw a normal version of Spider-Man, but you know you're using that figure as representation, but just don't draw his plastic joint features. Just draw, you know, what a normal Spider-Man picture would look like. I'm really sorry if that was confusing. I tried the best I could to explain how you would do that. But yeah, I really do like this picture, and I hope other people do too. And if you're new to my channel, then you haven't seen my previous profile pic for my channel, but I hope you like this new one as it is this picture. I tried best I could with my ability to get it to how I liked it, and you know, keep it within the circle that YouTube profile pics offer. So yeah, well, that's it. Goodbye.